Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Homestead Heart. And today I'm out here pulling out my onions, you all. These are my Texas early variety of onions right here. And I've been harvesting these onions. And to tell you the truth, you all, because I planted them so late, I'm actually surprised that they did anything at all. Because I think this variety, I want to say I planted them back sometime in early April. And this is June, finna be June in a couple of days. So, you know, the leaves had started dying back on them, as you could see. So it's not like they would have stayed in the ground and continued to grow. They wouldn't have, because it just started getting so warm. Look at this little one. They just started getting so warm out here. And then I have the black ground cover down as well, and I think that kind of helps to kind of hold in a lot of the heat too. And so I don't think these onions liked it very much. Look at the tops on them. If I had known they were going to do this, I would have came out here and harvested all of my green tops before it would have happened. So now I have quite a few in this basket already of my onions, and I have quite a few more that I'm going to start pulling out here, because it's really getting too hot for them to still be out here, to tell you the truth. And the tops on them are turning brown, as you can see, and I really didn't even fertilize them that much, not like I should have. I always come up with this wonderful plan that this time around I'm gonna fertilize them every single week. And I didn't do it. This is another one of those crops that once I planted them in the ground with all of that fertilizer, I literally forgot about them after that, right? I watered them, but I didn't even have to do that often, just simply because, you know, we were getting a decent amount of rain, and so I really didn't need to water them that much. But I still was giving them water. I just didn't fertilize them like I should have, right? You know, I really should have made sure that they had plenty of phosphorus. There was plenty of nitrogen in this bed already, but I should have came back and really been giving them the phosphorus to help them to produce larger bulbs, especially since I did plant them so late. But that's okay. The Texas early, I'm gonna pull them out. And these are my red onions right here. So they're starting to die back now, right? But you all, the purpose of this video, I've done plenty of, I think I've done a few onion videos where you all seen me grow, plant, harvest onions and all of that. Look at that, just all dried up. They still been out here, I left them out here in the ground. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get them out. It's been overcast the last couple of days, and I'm gonna go ahead and get them out. So these are pretty small onions, right? They're still nice sized onions, and we've been eating them, and the flavor is magnificent. They're full of water, and they taste absolutely delicious. I have to tell you that much. I don't care how big or how small they are. We still love the flavor, right? We're eating that onion probably every day or so. So we had already been pulling some out of the garden, eating them on a consistent basis. But now it's just time to pull them all out. And if you've seen the video where I harvested the garlic, you all, and put the garlic over on the table, well, we're gonna do the same thing with the onion. I'm not gonna leave them out here and just lay them out on the ground like I've done before, but I'm gonna go ahead and take them out of the sun and just put them on a table under that row cover that I have hanging over our laundry line. And I'm just gonna lay them all out, the ones that, especially the ones that really need it, so they can completely dry. Okay, so, but anyway, you all, this video, you know, the last video that I did where I talked about the importance of growing your groceries, right? Many of you may have seen that video, and That's not the name of the video. The name of the video is Soon We Won't Need You Anymore. And we were talking about in that video, and so many of you joined in that conversation, about if we all grew our own foods, right? How we wouldn't need to struggle so much at the checkout lines purchasing these things, right? And many of you said, well, we don't have the space to grow that much food, right? Or some of you said you don't have space to grow food at all. And so I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again, because that is a very understandable point, which is why I'm going to tell you this, you all. With us not being able to grow everything that we want to grow, that's fine. There are things that we do not grow that we purchase, okay? And the things that we purchase them from Azure Standard. And I do want to thank them for sponsoring this video, because you all, to me, it's more than a sponsorship. It's like a beautiful relationship, you know, because they provide such a service to all of us, all over this country, right? All of us. You don't have to do anything special. All you have to do is hopefully live close enough to a drop location that you can go and pick up your order, right? Now, if you cannot grow beds of onions like I have here, 1, 2, 3, 4 beds of onions is what I have out here, right? Not all of them made it, which is why we try to grow so many, because not all of them make it. Some of them just don't make it for one reason or another. But you all, if none of them made it, I have always added to what we had by purchasing them from Azure Standard. I have always bought extra onions. You know, I'm gonna do that. You know why? Because we eat a lot of onions. And unfortunately, these 4 beds of onions right here may seem like a lot to some people, but in truth, we go through these onions so fast. This would not last us until we planted and harvested onions again. It wouldn't last us. And so what I do is I harvest these. I try to save these for as long as I can to have for fresh eating. And then when it gets in the storage on, I don't remember what the storage on the Texas Early is. I think it's just a few short months. But in any case, I always just go back to Azure Standard and I will order me some onions, right? And you can order them in multiple sizes. I don't remember, you know, I know they change sometimes with the sizes that they offer versus like how many pounds you can buy, because you just never know what they have available that month for your particular drop location. You just never know what they have. And so for us, I will order 50 pounds easy, right? And I will spend my day chopping my onions. I will can them as they are, or I will caramelize them. Actually, I do both. I'll probably do more like a half and half, because we love them that way. We love them caramelized, or we love them just chopped and canned. And I haven't done a video on how to can just regular plain onions, but I think I have done a video on caramelized onions. I'm not really sure. If I have, I'll try to post it. But if I haven't done it, I will do it, because I want you to see, if I buy 50 pounds of onions, what am I going to do with all of those onions? By the time those onions cook down, you all, and you start canning them up in the jars, it don't even seem like 50 pounds anymore, you know? But I always will supplement this by purchasing 50 pounds of onions from Azure Standard. So once again, if you can't grow it, go buy it. It's a lot easier and it's a lot less expensive buying it in bulk that way versus going to the store and buying those little 2-pound bags for $5, right? or is it 2.5 pounds, something like that, for $4.99? I don't know, but I really don't know because I don't buy them, okay? But you know, when you have to go and you have to buy them, you know, buying those little bags like that versus buying them in bulk and then canning them up, even if you chose not to can them, well, I don't like canning, I got it. Even if you don't like canning, you can still chop those onions and put them in freezer bags, and you can put them in your freezer. You don't have to buy 50 pounds. You buy what you and your family would eat or consume, and I would say about a 6-month period, you know. So maybe 20 pounds or 25 pounds would be plenty for you and your family for an extended period of time, and you can take them and put them in your freezer. You can put them in your dehydrator. You can put them in a food dryer. You know what I'm saying? You can preserve them many different ways. But the point is, you all, for everyone who was saying that, well, not all of us can grow food like that. And we know that already. We know that already. I mean, that's a given. Not everybody is on an acre of land or a quarter of an acre of land. Some people live in apartments. Some people, and I know that because we've talked about it before, right? We've talked about it on our channel before. And so maybe if you're new to the channel, you don't know that. You don't know that that video or those videos are already out there where we already discuss if you live in an apartment or you don't have the space. You know, some people may live in an apartment with a big balcony that faces west. You probably don't get any sun except for when it's going down, right? And so the alternative to that would be, if you can't grow it, buy it. I did another video on that with the potatoes. If you can't grow it, buy it, right? I've said that in that video, where if you don't have the space to grow a lot of potatoes, you can go to Azure Standard and you can buy your potatoes in bulk, and you can preserve them however you see fit, okay? So there is an alternative, right? I know you go to the grocery stores and whatnot, and that's perfectly fine. But if you do decide to buy your foods in bulk, trust me, Azure Standard is a awesome way to go, all right? You all, and even though I said this was a sponsored video, our viewers who've been following us a long time know I've been talking about Azure for a long time, okay? Long before any sponsorships, because I absolutely love and adore their products, right? I have for many years. So you all, I just wanted to talk to you all about this. Is kind of like another edition of If You Can't Grow It, Buy It, and where you can buy it from. And I will be posting it in the description box below, and maybe I'll even pin the comment on where you can go and buy them. All right, you all, and you will even, in the new customers will get a discount, right? You can use our code, okay? So you all, and even if you shop with them before, you can still use our link, Homestead Heart link for Azure Standard. That does help our channel as well, okay? Because we definitely like bringing you this kind of content where we can show you, like, this is what we do. But if you don't do it this way, there is an alternative. You can just buy it, okay, you all? All right, y'all, so that's gonna do it for this video. I have some more onions I'm gonna go ahead and harvest and get them on the tables over there. And I have to admit, I am loving putting the row covers over my clothesline. Doing it that way, I don't know why, it just seems so fascinating to me. But I'm loving that, because on my tables, I'm looking at garlic, I'm looking at some onions right now, but I have to put more over there. So I'm gonna get back to work and get to harvesting all that needs to come out. What doesn't need to come out can stay a little longer, but for the most part, I'm gonna go ahead and get them all pulled, you all. And I do have another video I'm gonna be bringing to you all a little later today. I think, we'll see. We'll see, you know how that goes. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video. If you haven't done so already, please give our video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos we upload to our channel. And thank y'all again for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. And remember, you all, we say it all the time, if you can, grow your groceries. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.